In France, remember, it was the big AI Action Summit that India was co-chairing with France, where all the top global leaders and tech giants were in attendance. Now, PM Modi's big meeting with the business honchos separately in France as well. The investment mantra at the CEO Forum. This is separate, remember, of the AI Action Summit. Look at that. Images coming in. PM Modi has said it's the right time to invest in India. Everyone's progress is linked to India's progress, he said. Macron welcomes Modi in Marseilles with a hug. In Marseilles, there's an Indian consulate that's been inaugurated. But just remember, it's very important, this is Macron-Modi friendship. This is India and also France's relationship. All right, so remember, we'll just play out those reactions that have come in from our top tech giants. So we can see Sundar Pichai, if I'm correct, in those images. But that's just one of many. Remember, we were talking about whether it's the top Accenture, Alibaba, all the top CEOs were present at this conference in France.
हमने एक स्टेबल पॉलिटी और प्रिडिक्टेबल पॉलिसी ये इकोसिस्टम स्थापित किया है। रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म, ट्रांसफॉर्म के पथ पर चलते हुए आज भारत विश्व की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी है। विश्व की सबसे तेजी से ग्रो करने वाली मेजर इकोनॉमी है। जल्द ही दुनिया की तीसरी बड़ी इकोनॉमी बनने जा रहे हैं। भारत की स्किल्ड युवा टैलेंट फैक्ट्री और इनोवेशन स्पिरिट वैश्विक पटल पर हमारी पहचान है। आज भारत तेजी से पसंदीदा ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टमेंट डेस्टिनेशन बनता जा रहा है। हमने भारत में एआई, सेमीकंडक्टर और क्वांटम मिशन लॉन्च किए हैं। डिफेंस में हम मेक इन इंडिया एंड मेक फॉर द वर्ल्ड को प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं। आप में से कई लोग इससे जुड़े भी हैं। स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी में हम नई ऊंचाइयां छू रहे हैं। इस सेक्टर को एफडीआई के लिए खोल दिया गया है। हम भारत को तेजी से एक ग्लोबल बायोटेक पावर हाउस बना रहे हैं। इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर विकास हमारे लिए प्राथमिकता का विषय है। साथियों, भारत और फ्रांस केवल लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों से ही नहीं जुड़े हैं। हमारी दोस्ती की नींव डीप ट्रस्ट, इनोवेशन और जन कल्याण की भावना पर आधारित है। हमारी साझेदारी केवल दोनों देशों तक ही सीमित नहीं है। हम वैश्विक समस्याओं और चुनौतियों के समाधान में मिलकर सहयोग दे रहे हैं। मेरी पिछली यात्रा के दौरान हमने अपने साझेदारी के लिए 2047 रोड मैप बनाया था। उस पर चलते हुए हम हर क्षेत्र में सहयोग को व्यापक तरीके से आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। साथियों, आप में से अधिकतर कंपनियां भारत में पहले से मौजूद है। एरोस्पेस, पोर्ट्स, डिफेंस, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, डेयरी, केमिकल्स और कंज्यूमर गुड्स जैसे अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में आप सब है और काफी एक्टिव है। कई सीईओ से मुझे भारत में भी मिलने का अवसर मिला है। भारत में बीते एक दशक में जो बदलाव आए हैं उससे आप भली भांति परिचित हैं। मैं आप सबको कहता हूं कि भारत में आने का यही समय है सही समय है। भारत की प्रगति में सभी की प्रगति जुड़ी है। मैं आप सभी को भारत की विकास यात्रा से जुड़ने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं। जब फ्रांस की फिनेस और भारत का स्केल मिलेगा, जब भारत का पेस और फ्रांस का प्रिसिजन मिलेगा, जब फ्रांस की टेक्नोलॉजी और भारत का टैलेंट मिलेगा, तो सिर्फ बिजनेस लैंडस्केप ही नहीं, ग्लोबल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा। आज भारत तेजी से पसंदीदा ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टमेंट डेस्टिनेशन बनता जा रहा है। हमने भारत में एआई, सेमीकंडक्टर और क्वांटम मिशन लॉन्च किए हैं। डिफेंस में हम मेक इन इंडिया एंड मेक फॉर द वर्ल्ड को प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं।
Today's managing editor Gaurav Sawant joins me this morning. Gaurav, firstly, to have France and India co-chair such an AI Action Summit and then this business meeting, how do you think Prime Minister Modi's agenda was very clear at this conference, that it is about attracting investments into India and making India the global hub?
So India and France, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said, they are very, very close partners and in more ways than one. He's seeking major investment, as you very rightly pointed out, and in so many different fields. Aerospace is one example where the two countries have been doing exceptionally well together. The AI Action Summit and the fact that the next summit is taking place in India is an indication that computers and artificial intelligence is one area, one, that will transform the world, and two, this is where India and France are moving together very, very closely, and two very powerful democracies that talk about liberal values, that talk about a multipolar world. The world right now is being drawn towards two different axes. For example, China is emerging as a very, very powerful nation, as is the United States of America, and both want, in a way, to make rules of the game. But India and France and Europe, in the larger sense, on artificial intelligence and on many other aspects, they are setting the rules of the game for a multipolar world. He's talking about how India is ready to take that big, big leap. Both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar, they spoke of the new big infrastructure push in India, the new airports that are coming up, over 100 airports, the new road projects, rail projects, seaports that are coming up. So India is ready for business, and the big conversation about IMEC, the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, the eastern leg, a lot of work has already happened. The fact that the Indian consulate is now being inaugurated in Marseilles, it's a big, big message that goes out on business, economic and people-to-people tie-up. And then the America leg of that. The Prime Minister then moves to the United States of America. So IMEC is a game changer. Computers are a game changer. Investment in aerospace is a huge game changer. Another very important aspect is India. People now have more money, so lifestyle changes are taking place, and France is huge when it comes to fashion. France is huge when it comes to lifestyle, and that's another area where India is seeking investment, Pooja.
Very interesting. Gaurav, also stay on with me, because on the sidelines and before his visit to America, there was a very interesting, a special meeting. Let's go across to that. And this, remember, is as Prime Minister Modi is set to visit the United States of America and meet Donald Trump. He's already met the Vice President and his entire family. There was this beautiful visual of all of these family members, JD Vance, his wife Usha, the children, and Prime Minister Modi. It's a significant move. Prime Minister Modi congratulated Vance for the sweeping victory. And these are some of the visuals that have come in. It was also coincidentally the son Vivek's birthday. And therefore, remember, in many ways a special moment. It's JD Vance's family, also the wife who's an Indian origin. And then JD Vance appreciated it and said that Prime Minister Modi was gracious and kind. Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us. Gaurav, a special moment, of course, even I'm sure for Prime Minister Modi to meet USA's second family, where one of the partners is Indian origin. But it's also going to be important because meeting Vance, then meeting Trump, some important issues this time to be discussed.
Well, a partnership that sees many areas of convergence. And right now, when we talk about India-US, markets have seen red because of a trade war that's looming. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the American President Donald Trump. You see, Donald Trump talks about Make America Great Again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is talking about India first. Now, both of them are seen as one, tough negotiators, two, deal makers. So can they make a deal on trade? India sent out a lot of signals in the recent days in terms of our budget, in terms of talking about getting more energy from the United States of America. Trump, remember, his big message during elections was drill, baby, drill. So they are, one, producing more energy, two, wanting the world to buy more energy. That, in a way, could be win-win. Indian companies are talking about buying more LNG from the United States of America. The trade imbalance, which is in India's favor, well, that can be addressed if more defense hardware and energy supplies are taken through the United States of America. Does this include the G404 engines? Is there forward movement on that? Some of this could be win-win. Some of them, we have to see what are gains for India. Then remember, there's this niggle of how Indians were brought back, illegal Indians were brought back in chains in military aircraft. What's forward movement on that? So, look, these are two very powerful democracies, India and the United States of America. Both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump have great chemistry from their first tenure. I have covered both Howdy Modi in Houston and Namaste Trump in Ahmedabad. So the chemistry is for the world to see. How do they build on it is the big issue. And you're absolutely right. Meeting JD Vance and Usha Chilikuri and the children, it's a great one, a visual moment, two, relationship that can be taken forward even in the next 4 years beyond this and more. These are very, very powerful signals that are being sent out, Pooja.
And to meet in a third country in a separate moment on the sidelines, it's a good beginning. All smiles, and with the children, apparently we're told Prime Minister Modi has given some gifts also to the kids. So this relationship, remember, we hope between India and the USA will build further. Thank you very much, Gaurav Sawant, for all your perspectives and updates.